not doing much, nothing, laying around being bored. I was thinking about going and doing laundry, but I've been having larvae issues with clothing and laundry soap and faucet water, where I drain water. So, and I bought soap like 4 or 5 times. Bought like 6 or 8 things of pesticide, and I'm still having issues. So, I'm trying to ride it out until the threat goes away, and until I can get good clean soap and good clean water. But it's getting the best of me because it's affecting everything. I got in the bath last night or yesterday, and felt ended up coming out with 2 in my hair and 1 somewhere else. And I could have swore I felt 1 swim by me in the water. But anywho, it's still not funny. It's got the best of me. So anyways, I'm laying around being bored. I walked down and checked my mail earlier. I knew I didn't have any. But based on the site I have, but I'm questioning the site. I think it's fabricated and controlled. So anyways, I walked down to check it anyway, to double check. And I didn't have nothing. But I'm kind of lounging, listening to music. Why? Problem? It didn't mean none of that. I rearranged my living room. Oh, anywho. No idea. That was last week's paper. My last week's, anyway. My kitchen. My kids. I've been staying sober. This morning's issue was eggs, because I made fried eggs and gravy and biscuits with ham. But anywho, French fry and fish oil is what that is. So anywho, See, these are my groceries that I actually go and buy, and I have to walk to the store because I'm a poor girl, or poor woman. And I got too many, and I knew it, but I done it anyway, and I said I can make it home. No big deal. Well, I ended up sitting on the side of the highway with some bunch of groceries. Huffing and puffing, and tightness in my chest, and all kinds of stuff. My left arm was so freaking weak, I swear I thought it was gonna I could barely lift it up. So anyways, I had to stop I don't know how many times. 3 or 4 times on the way home, and it's just right down the road. It's not far from me. But anywho, and that's happened the last 5 trips to the store. So, and each time it happens, I swear it'll never happen again, and I won't ever buy that many groceries, and I won't make that long of a walk, and I won't do my heart that way. And every time the grocery time comes along, there goes my dumbass. So, anywho, but I'm gaining a little bit of weight because of health issues. Which is mainly pudginess and pushiness and swelling. But I tend to be an overeater sometimes, with boredom, with stress, with emotions and stuff. So, anywho, I never know where I'm at in that regard. I'm on social. Did I do these drawers? I don't know because I'm bored. I didn't collect your earnings for my demise yet because I'm supposedly listed as deceased. So everybody's been running around collecting their earnings. So serious, it's not even funny. My head's already back to being full of feces again. Swear to God. Anywho, I moved in here. I signed my lease July 1st of 2025. And it is my September 20th of 2025. So anywho, here's my trash. Here's my guest bedroom because it's supposed to be a mate for my kids or for whoever's gonna love me enough to come and stay with me and nurse me back to health if I ever get to have surgery. So it's a big if at this point though, because I'm having so many problems with them approving, and I've got a doctor's appointment Monday, and I think I've been trying 3 years for this appointment, and I've had it scheduled a few plus times, and every time it ends up getting canceled or stopped. So, wish me luck on that. It's also the first day of fall. But anywho, no marketing. Don't know either. I don't know how one was supposedly took this morning. Otherwise, I was told though. I just don't know what it was about. You're not taking my phone from me neither just because you used it. Probably shouldn't have said that, but anywho. Just got somebody's attention. That's my dad. It was supposedly a fake death because my cousins that disowned me long ago left me at a location and wanted him to come my life the same with my grandma. I don't hear nobody saying nothing. I didn't hear none of that. See, I've got laundry to do. I finally got my closet fixed. Yay! Now I just gotta wash everything that's in it. People need to quit ordering my clothes. They keep ordering stuff that I had alibis in because I was supposed to be the cover to what they were doing. Which is why where the order of me not allowed to have stomach contents came from. That was a decade back or so, or more back. Nope, it was old and it was ordered not to be redone. It was to cover an informant or somebody who was out wiring that was known as me. I can't believe you have my fucking brain being filled with shit again. Literally. It was being full again. Every time you guys use my identity and do something, it affects me, and I keep trying to tell you guys that, and your guys' only solution is to freaking to redo it, to suck me out and redo it, which is namely for brownie points, or so you can say you tried, and then you always end up putting it straight fucking back, which means you're creating your own spot. They've already cleaned out whatever location I was at. They cleaned out and handed out everything. And keep in mind, if I did actually die, I have kids and family. I haven't had nothing to do with Candy. I've had her a bit through the mic, but that's about it. Not well enough for her to make any decisions for me. I told her that wouldn't have to, if that happened, that would have to be in person. And I told her she couldn't break golden rules, which means, and I think those golden rules is what disqualified her. So, anywho, I haven't touched my crawl space. I was supposedly found in one or three, but I haven't touched it. They terrify me. anyway, the crawl space terrifies me. I keep imagining wildlife and victims from a serial killer being held in there. And I think that's where some of the parasites originated from. But whoever, when a lot of the stuff started with me on Elm, it was tied to this apartment complex. And I didn't know it, of course. But, so they think that that's where it started it, and they think that it came from wildlife that was held in the crawl space. But around that time, there was also wildlife seen in the same exact fashion as that, underneath the house, the structure I was in, and the camper that we stayed in. So, but it was in fact tied to the apartment complex. I just don't know who threw. And the apartment complex was supposedly where they had numerous family members of mine that were held. And some of them were believed to be deceased, and they really weren't. So, anywho. There's my mom and my dad and me in a red velvet dress. There's me in my early 20s or late teens with my grandma and my legal oldest son. I think maybe edited. It looks a little edited. Otherwise, I may have issues. Anywho. I just recently rearranged the living room. It took a second to grow on me, but I like it. The couch still isn't growing on me. I don't like the slimness, how it goes down at an angle and the silver dots. But otherwise, I like the sofa. I just wish it would go back to being comfy. When I first got it, it was so comfortable it wasn't even funny. And now it is so freaking firm that it bothers me. Whenever I lay flat on my back, I usually end up floored. But anywho, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I changed this room too. I took that out and put that there, or put that in here. I recently moved it too to that corner. I had them both against the same wall. And then I moved the shelf from one corner to the other. I want to change the master next. But I want to get a dresser for that matches the chest and the nightstand. So, and then that'll be the last piece of furniture in here. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. Oh, actually, I want one more nightstand and the dresser. And I'm keeping everything in it. So, I've got to find a way to squeeze the dresser and the other nightstand in without losing anything. So, and then I'm getting a full-size bed for in here. And I'm going to have to get a backup heat source because those give me trouble over the summer with the AC. So, but other than that, I want to get a big TV for the living room. Once I do that, then I'll have to get a TV stand. And then one will go in the 32-inch, or that one right there, the newest one will go in here, and then that one right there will go to the bathroom. And then I want to get a 13-inch TV for the kitchen to go on one of the countertops. But that's going to take a while to do because I am poor, so anywho. had Halloween decorations up for weeks, it seems like. But anywho, I got my locks changed yesterday too. Got the locks in the closet both yesterday. So, anywho, I want to get a cot to put along one of the walls. Most likely this wall. Which means the desk will have to be moved. But I wanted it along that wall, but I don't know if that, I don't think that wall's long enough. But anyways, I want to get just the cot and put throw pillows on it. So, and then I wanted a couple of bar stools for right there, so the trash can could go in the or in the closet, pantry or whatever. And I thought about bar stools for right there, but there's not much of an overhang. So I don't know if they would work. But I'm poor and can only buy one or two items every so many weeks. So, because I still have to pay rent and electric and the rest of my bills. So, anywho, wanted to say hi. They supposedly have me listed as deceased, so, which I may have been at one time, but if I was, I don't remember. I'm not now, though. I'm back to the same shape I was in, though. But anywho, that's the goal.